Welcome back to Beyond the Scarlet Moon, where the veil between reality and the unknown is thinner than you think. Tonight, we explore a tale of fate, deception, and an encounter with the supernatural that will leave you questioning destiny itself. Settle in and listen closely. Melody lay on her bed, staring at the ceiling. The dull hum of the air conditioner filled the silence of her room, but her mind buzzed with restless energy. She needed a break from work, from stress, from the suffocating boredom of routine. She reached for her phone and dialed her best friend, Ivy.
Mel, hey, what's up?
Ivy, I was thinking, let's go out tonight, maybe grab some drinks or have some fun. I really need to unwind.
I wish I could, but I already made plans. I promise I'll make it up to you next time.
Alright, fine. Next time then. Have fun.
She hung up and tossed her phone onto the bed. Staying in wasn't an option. She needed to be anywhere but here. Throwing on her jacket, she grabbed her purse and decided to take a walk. Maybe she'd just wander the streets, find a quiet cafe, or lose herself in the city's night buzz. Melody strolled through the dimly lit streets, letting the neon signs guide her nowhere in particular. That was when she saw it. A small wooden sign swaying gently in the breeze. Madame Celeste, Clairvoyant. The flickering light above the doorway cast eerie shadows along the cracked pavement. Something about it felt off, but curiosity had a way of pulling her in. The air inside smelled of incense and something faintly metallic. Celeste sat behind a velvet-draped table, her dark eyes gleaming under the candlelight.
Ah, a lost soul seeking answers. Sit, child. Let the cards reveal what your heart already knows.
Celeste spread the deck before Melody and gestured for her to pick 3.
Alright, let's see what fate has in store for me.
The cards have much to say tonight. Ooh, I can see chaos, destruction. There's something in your life will fall apart soon, without warning, and it will change everything.
Oh wow, that's reassuring.
There will be deceptions, illusions. I can see that someone close to you is not who they seem. The truth will surface, but it may cost you dearly.
Alright, that's getting a little creepy now.
Now there's a transformation, but not all deaths are literal, mind you. Something in you will end, but what replaces it may not be what you expect.
Yeah, maybe I should just stick to reading my horoscope.
Celeste leaned closer, her eyes dark.
The cards do not lie, and the first sign of their truth will come soon. Very soon.
Oh, now you're freaking me out. What do you mean by that?
3 things will come to pass. 1, everything you have built will be torn down in a moment. 2, someone close to you will betray your trust. 3, a voice from within will surface. You just have to be strong all throughout and just hold on. Have faith.
Over the next few days, Melody's world begins to unravel piece by piece. The first prediction: her career crumbles overnight. A mistake she didn't make gets pinned on her, costing her job. The office whispers behind her back. She remembers Celeste's words. Everything you have built will be torn down in a moment.
No, this can't be happening. I was so careful. How did this...
We can't overlook this error, Melody. I'm sorry.
She stares at the paper, her hands trembling. This isn't just an error. This is a setup. She goes home, devastated, in shock, unsure of what to do. She calls her boyfriend, Diego, needing comfort, needing someone to tell her it'll be okay. Phone rings, but there's no answer. A pit forms in her stomach. She tries again. Still nothing.
Diego, please, just call me back. I need you.
After several failed attempts, she decides to go to his place, thinking maybe she just needs to see him, to be with him, to feel normal for a while. But the moment she arrives, her world shatters again. When she arrives at Diego's apartment, her breath catches in her throat. Through the window, she sees them, Diego and Ivy. Their laughter is soft, intimate. His hand brushes her cheek. Ivy leans in, lips hovering near his. Her breath catches in her throat. Her chest tightens. The betrayal is blatant, almost cruel in its carelessness. She forces herself to move, to push open the door. The sound startles them, and they both turn, eyes wide caught.
Tell me this isn't what it looks like. Tell me you wouldn't...
Diego sighs, rubbing the back of his neck like this is merely an inconvenience.
Mel, what are you doing here?
I've been calling you since this afternoon. No wonder you're not answering. You were busy.
Ivy looks away, guilt etched across her face. But Diego barely looks remorseful.
Melody, things happen. You've been distant lately. Maybe this is for the best.
Mel, I never wanted you to find out like this.
Find out? You mean you never wanted me to know at all?
The weight of Celeste's words crashes over her. The truth you believe in is a lie. A suffocating fog settles over her. She doesn't yell, doesn't cry. Not here. Instead, she just stares at them, eyes hollow, before turning and walking away. Her footsteps echo in the empty street as she runs, her breath ragged, her vision blurred with tears. She goes home, numb, and when she finally collapses into bed, the grief swallows her whole. Days pass. Her family notices the change. The light in her eyes has dimmed. She barely speaks at dinner, barely moves from her room. One evening, as they eat dinner, her mother reaches for her hand.
Maybe you need time away, sweetheart. Just some space to breathe.
We've set something aside for you. Go anywhere you want. Find your peace.
Her father nods, sliding an envelope toward her. Melody stares at the envelope, then at their concerned faces, and for the first time in days, she exhales. She books a trip to a secluded, picturesque retreat in the mountains. The air is crisp, the lake untouched by time. She spends her days wandering, letting the quiet mend the cracks in her soul. One evening, as the sky burns in hues of gold and crimson, she meets a stranger, Chris. His presence is calming, almost familiar, though she's certain they've never met.
You look like someone searching for something.
Maybe I am.
Seems like the world's been pretty cruel to you lately, but hey, life happens. It's not the end of the world.
Easy for you to say. If you knew what happened to me, I don't know what you'd do.
I'm all ears. They say strangers don't judge, so your secrets are safe with me.
She gives him a small, hesitant smile. And that night, they talk until the stars fade into dawn. Days turn into weeks. She finds herself laughing again, breathing easier. Chris doesn't pry into her past, yet somehow he understands. And for the first time, Melody doesn't feel lost. But then, one night, the final prediction comes to pass. She freezes. Her pulse quickens. She hesitates, then opens the door. Standing there is herself.
Something will end, but something unnatural will take its place.
The doppelganger smiles, a knowing, eerie smile. The world shifts, distorts. Fragments of memory rush back like crashing waves. She sees herself older, wiser. It's Celeste. She sees herself learning the craft, mastering the art of seeing beyond time. She sees herself guiding her own past self toward this exact moment. Celeste was her all along.
It's finally clear now. It was never about warning me. It was about leading me here.
The whispers fade. The doppelganger vanishes. Melody exhales, stepping back into the cabin. She is no longer just Melody. She is the seer, the guide, the clairvoyant who must now walk the path of her own making. After her transformative journey, she returns to the place where she first found Celeste's tent. But it's gone. Nothing but an empty lot. The only thing left behind is a deck of tarot cards and an old, faded photograph. She picks it up. Her breath catches in her throat. It's Celeste, and standing beside her is an older man, Chris. Melody stares at it, realization settling deep in her bones. She traces their faces, a tear slipping down her cheek. She smiles, holding the photograph close to her heart. She steps out of the empty lot, a new energy in her stride, a quiet knowing in her eyes. She is ready. What do you do when fate leads you somewhere you were never meant to go? Was Melody's encounter with Celeste destiny or a carefully woven trap? Some say the future is a mystery, but perhaps some people already know what lies ahead. Thank you for listening to Beyond the Scarlet Moon. If you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And remember, some doors, once opened, can never be closed.